Legoland Deutschland is one of the better parks in the Legoland chain. Located in Germany, this is one of the older parks in the chain. This park features the familiar colorful aesthetic and distinctive architecture, but it also features a notable ride lineup. There are the usual family-friendly offerings ranging from dark rides to observation rides, but there also are some wilder attractions than usual. This includes a wing coaster, which is the only coaster in the chain to take riders upside down, as well as some flat rides that can invert if guests want them to. So in this video, I will rank the top 15 rides at Legoland Deutschland. Before starting the countdown, I want to note that you should not miss Miniland. I did not rank it because it's not a mechanical ride, but this walkthrough area is the heart and soul of the park. It is a series of highly detailed Lego models and scenes. I love how this area always has different landmarks, depending upon the country. I also will note this list will not include any attractions from Peppa Pig Park, as it has a separately ticketed theme park across the parking lot. This place only has a few rides and is aimed towards small kids, but there is a Daddy Pig roller coaster if you want extra credit. And I need to apologize if any of my pronunciations are off, as I do not speak German. I'm going off how Google says it. Number 15, Safari Tour. This is an adorable tracked car ride. You ride through a jungle, passing these animal statues, and some of them have some movement as they sit on sliders that move towards you. Number 14, Captain Nick's Piratenschlacht. This mock splash battle is a soaker. The kids really get into this, so almost all the water guns on and off ride are manned, so is a giant firefight at all times. And this one is plussed by some nice theming as well. This includes character statues and a giant rock skull that you go through. Number 13, Tretomo. This is a monorail around the Imagination area. It provides a nice aerial tour of the land. And this is a rarer pedal monorail, which adds a fun element of interactivity to the experience. It is fun seeing how fast you can get the cars going, especially if you have a clear path ahead of you. Number 12, Ausicht Storm. This is an intimate observation tower standing 164 feet, or 50 meters tall. It towers over everything in the park, so you get a great panoramic view of all the rides and lands. I didn't think the visuals in the surrounding area were anything too special though, which is a major disadvantage when compared with other rides of this style. Number 11, Groa Lego Renin. This is a mock wild mouse that is found in many of the older Legoland parks. It has a zippy 5-story drop at the start per usual. Then, it has a series of elevated hairpin turns. A lot of these installations trim heavily during this point, but this version has minimal trimming here, so this part offers solid laterals. You do come to a near stop before the second half though, so the remainder of the ride is slow and tame. Number 10, Effing Runfahrt. This is a self-driving boat ride that is called boating school at some of the other locations. It is a more novel experience being able to steer a boat versus the usual cars. Kids in particular absolutely love this, but it is entertaining for adults as well. And I like how the course passes plenty of set pieces. Number 9, Lloyd Spinjitsu Spinner. This is a Sun Kid looping ride. These are commonly self-operated rides at other German theme parks. You sit in what looks like a hamster wheel, and you use buttons to manually invert your vehicle. The ride movement is quite slow, but you can get some extreme hang time, particularly if you stall yourself upside down. Alternatively, if you want a tamer ride, you can keep yourself upright or merely rock back and forth. Number 8, Pyramidan Rally. This is a Legoland staple. At most locations, this ride is called the Fire Brigade or Fire Academy. This is a race, so it's an absolute ride if you experience it with hyper-competitive adults. You manually power your truck down the track with a crank. Then, you pump water and aim to put out the fire first. You then race back to the start to see who crosses the finish line first. Number 7, Jungke Expedition. This is a short shooting dark ride, but I like the scenes it contains. You have these nice looking Lego sets, and there are plenty of targets. These have different point values, and they are easy to hit with the laser sights. Number 6, Fire Draka. This is the best layout of the chain's dragon coasters, and I am glad the newer parks have cloned this version. This is Desire Force 5. The outdoor portion is a series of swooping drops, turns, and helixes with some shockingly good positive Gs for a family coaster. Then this is preceded by a dark ride sequence past some fun medieval scenes. Some of the characters, particularly the dragon, are quite large in scale. Number 5. Ninjago The Ride. This is a Triotech interactive shooting dark ride. You grab 3D glasses and use hand gestures to fire projectiles at the screen. You feel like a superhero. I will admit there is a learning curve since you cannot change elevation much with your hands without throwing off the aiming system, but it is a blast once you get a hang of it. There are plenty of targets, but it never becomes too overwhelming like the comparable Spider-Man rides at the Disney parks where I have no clue what's happening. Number 4. Maximist or Flug des Wachters. This is a mini B&M wing coaster. It is bizarre seeing an installation this small, but I think it works at a park like this. The layout is brief, but it has 3 nice elements. The initial helix has solid sustained Gs, then both inversions have oodles of hang time since you take them so slowly. I do prefer the larger wing coasters, but I would love to see something like this come to the other parks in the chain, and I have a full review if you want to learn more about this ride specifically. Number 3. Jungke Expedition. This is an intimate flume ride unique to this park. The slow sections have some props. There also is a nice cave sequence. This leads to a fun backwards drop. Then the second drop is large and steep, so you can get a good pop of airtime there in the back row. The resultant splash is great. It gets your upper body wet, but your shoes stay dry. This is up there Windsor's Pirate Falls for the best water ride at a Legoland park. Pirate Falls is the better theming, but Germany's Flume has far better drops. Number 2. Flying Ninjago. This is a Gerstlauer Skyfly, and is another ride that can be tuned to be very intense. If you rhythmically shift your weight and use the paddles, you can flip your car. Once you get that first flip, hold your paddles steady, and you will invert non-stop for the remainder of the ride. This one does not rotate as quickly as some other installations, but is still mighty dizzying. I was able to get roughly 24 flips. And coming in number 1 is Power Builder. These are individual KUKA robot arms that can do wild or mild experiences depending upon what you select. Level 1 never inverts, but level 5 is absolute mayhem. I am confident you spend more time inverted than right side up in this setting. You are frequently held upside down for crazy hang time. Then the other parts abruptly fling you through the air. And the darkened indoor location adds to the disorientation factor. The only con is that the cycle is extremely short due to the dreadful capacity. It is just maybe 45 seconds in length. Those are my 15 favorite rides at Legoland Deutschland. If it's not apparent from the countdown, this park has a much deeper lineup than a lot of Legoland parks between the coasters, flat rides, and the dark rides. What are your favorites of this park? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.